Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is a pair of Matildas, the Tier 4 British medium tank. It's located on the north spawn of Redshire, and well, the first one, the one we're watching, is under the command of Captain Pugwash EU, and the other one is under his platoon mate, Gatehausen. Battle started. Well, this replay is all about this pair of Matildas, and you'll find out why towards the end of the game, I suppose. You can see Panzer IIJ slowly crawling across the map. The Matilda, well, it's the Matilda 2 actually, because they actually made two versions of the Matilda. Matilda 1 was actually a completely different tank. Looked more like the Valentine tank than the Matilda, but it's actually quite a good tank, and with a 2-pounder gun and the squeeze bore, the Little John adapter right on the front of that vehicle, you see it there, it actually squeezed the tungsten round, which actually became extremely high velocity, and it would just punch its way through, well, pretty tough armour. Well, they've got sights on the enemy now. Some of the light tanks on the enemy have been a bit, well, how should we say, careless. And they've driven out into our territory. And they're now receiving fires from these guys. And they're getting some nice hits on them. And they're being, well, wiped out. Now, you do get a healthy load of rounds, but it's actually, you need to be careful with your rounds that you don't burn through them too quickly, because the alpha damage of each of these rounds is very low. It's only 55 hit points, but it will penetrate 121mm of armor with the standard round, and with an APCR round it will do 145mm. And considering this is tier 4 and most of the tanks just don't have that sort of armor, you probably won't need the APCR. As you can see, both Matildas, they haven't gone up to the Zeppelin, really because they don't need to, because, well, the enemy tanks have come to them. So as a pair, they've actually decided to move back towards the hill. Now, the Matildas were actually supplied not just to the British Army, but they were also supplied to the Australians and to the Soviets. And the Soviets, although they found it a bit complicated as a piece of machinery, they did like it. Although they liked to fit their own gun in it. They wanted a 76mm, and the prime reason for that was, of course, to have plenty of 76mm ammunition. And he's firing blind at that Type 95. A lot of enemy tanks came around the other side, you see. This is one of the reasons why they decided to go back to the hill, because the enemy sort of like outflanked them. And if they'd gone up to the Zeppelin, they wouldn't have been able to take advantage of this lot. Oh, rounds from the Panzer IC are bouncing off the side. Yeah, I'm afraid he just doesn't realise that his gun just won't penetrate the armour if it hits it at certain angles. And in fact, the Panzer IC only did one round went through. Only one. And that's because he hit a weak spot. Okay, that looks is about to die. Say goodnight. Oh, he managed to bounce one, but there you go. He's gone now. He was firing that 3cm cannon, and some of the rounds did actually go through. He lost 113 hit points. P2640 can hit the top of that. Unfortunately, he did get one round through. It was an AP round. No, you're auto-aiming into the ground there. Don't auto-aim on those tanks. You don't need to. If you auto-aim, you'll just hit the ground every time. Well, you won't hit the ground, but if they drop below the ridgeline, they will. And, well, the M8A1's gone. Gatehausen's got 1 kill so far. No, you're also aiming still. That's it. Takes it off. Good. Now, go to work on these guys. Gatehausen's now got 2. We're going after that last other one. Oh, that was Gatehausen as well. 3 kills now to him. So the platoon's now got 5 kills. 1/3 of the enemy team. And the Panzer IIJ gets in the way. Well, the enemy's now coming down from the Zeppelin, having destroyed the tanks that went up there. We've got a Sav M43 and a Hetzer. And we should easily be able to get through the armour on both of those tanks. They can't see them at the moment because they are actually over the other side of that ridge line. Here they come. Panzer 1C again. And, well, he's auto-aiming onto that one. It looks like the Panzer 1C was focusing on Gatehausen. And the Arty's getting involved now. I saw the ground being kicked up. Now, fly through the gap. Oh, didn't work. He's now gone into hiding. And the Panzer 1C goes down to the Panzer 2J. And, well, that Panzer that T116 came out from behind to attack the Panzer 2J. Big mistake, and there you go, he's gone. Well, Gatehausen's now down to, well, very few hit points. He's still got 3 kills, but he's got virtually nothing left. And it's now only 3 left on their team against 5 enemy. And it would be both Matildas and the Panzer 2J. Well, Gatehausen just got around into the Sav, and he takes the kill. So he's now got 4 kills. So Captain Pugwash needs to get another round or another kill to actually get the brothers in arms. 1 in, 2, go for the kill. Yes! He's done it. Or did he? No, he didn't. Gatehausen got the kill. Okay, go for the Hetzer. You must get this Hetzer. Oh, he missed it. And he's gone below the ridgeline now. I think that Panzer 2J was trolling you. You must get one of these tanks, otherwise you will end up not getting that brothers in arms. And Gatehausen's now got a Top Gun. 6 kills. And that's amazing considering how few hit points he's got left. How many has he got? 13 hit points. That's all he's got. 13. Well, Captain Pugwash is going to the top of the hill. For any of you who are not British, Captain Pugwash was a cartoon character on children's TV during the 60s and the 70s. Very popular. Probably shows the age of the player as well, if he knows about Captain Pugwash. Well, there's only 2 enemies left, and if Captain Pugwash is going to get his brothers in arms, he needs that kill. And I'm wondering, is the Panzer 2J... Oh, now the Panzer 2J got taken out by the enemy Arty, the Sexton 1. So it's now down to Captain Pugwash to take out this Hetzer. And if he does, well, that will seal a brothers in arms for the platoon and 9 kills between them. The only problem is that the enemy Arty appears to be doing rather well. At least he got the kill on the Panzer 2J. And Arty's probably one of the few vehicles that can actually easily take out a Panzer 2J because of the HE. Well, drive towards the head. So that's better. And there you go. He's done it. 9 kills. And now he needs to get out of here before the Sexton responds. And oh, the shell landed only a short way behind him. Captain Gatehausen's got to the top of the hill to await the arrival of the Sexton. And you can see from the stains on his vehicle that some of the enemies are actually firing heat rounds at Captain Pugwash. Yes, the purple marks are from heat rounds. The red ones are standard AP, and well, the bounces will be green. Just helps to distinguish between which shell comes from what. HE rounds actually show up as yellow marks or holes in the vehicle. To be honest, they don't have a whole lot of time left. They ought to go straight south. The Matilda is a very, very slow medium tank. And the best thing that they could do is head straight for the enemy cap, because if the Sexton has left the cap area, they're not going to find him. They're too slow. The Sexton's much faster than they are. And the best thing for them to do is to just cap out quickly. Let the Sexton come to them. Well, I think Captain Pugwash has decided to have a bath in the stream. Gatehausen is headed south. Seeing the Matilda in the river brings back memories of when I was a child in the 60s and having to, while I was at a scout camp, having to wash in a river. And that was quite interesting. I can tell you, very cold as well. I think Captain Pugwash is taking his characters too seriously. He's gone straight to the water and is now, well, he's now the Navy. His sixth sense hasn't gone off, so we don't know if, well, the Sexton might not be nearby. He might have departed this area. But they're running out of time, so the Matilda needs to come down, or Gatehausen needs to come down from that hill and join Captain Pugwash in the cap. And there's the 2-minute warning, so he has to go into the cap now. He can't ignore it. If he doesn't cap, this could end up being a draw just because they neglected to actually cap out. If the Sexton is behind Captain Pugwash, he'll make his presence known, but he'll also die. Because they'll know where he is. Now, Captain Pugwash can cap on his own. It might be a good idea for him actually to go into that dip on the far side, because Arty tends to be over this side, on the east side of the map, when they spawn. And if the Sexton's still there, then Captain Pugwash is in front of it. If he's over this side, there's a dip in the ground, and oh, the Sexton is capping at the other end. Well, Gatehausen's decided to go back and find the Sexton and kill him, but we guarantee the win if Captain Pugwash just caps out. And yes, the Arty's trying to damage Captain Pugwash, trying to get a reset. He fired at the most obvious place, which is just behind the building, but of course that's not the best place to be on this particular cap circle. One of the two dips are the best place to be. 3, 2, 1, and the last shell landed, and he's capped out to win. So it's a victory. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. Well, it was a first class tank for Captain Pugwash in the Matilda. He managed to get a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits in this one. He managed to get 5 exactly. A 5 effect for doing more damage than the hit points of his own vehicle, and a shell proof for blocking more damage than the hit points of his own vehicle. He managed to get a brothers in arms because he got at least 3 kills and was in platoon with somebody else who got at least 3 kills. And he got a Confederate for hitting more of the enemy than anyone else on his team, and an Invader medal because he capped out to win. If we look at team score, we can see that the highest scorer was in fact Captain Pugwash. He managed to get 1,256, or did he? No, he's not the highest scorer after all. The high scorer is the Jagdpanzer on the enemy team. 1,265 hit points for him. The high scorer on Captain Pugwash's team is Captain Pugwash with 1,256, only a short distance behind. That's only 9 hit points in total behind the other guy. Oh dear, that's a bit annoying. I think he would have liked the high caliber. 1,205 hit points to Gatehausen in his Matilda. But of course, he did get 6 kills, which means he picked up a Top Gun. And he also got a Spartan, cool-headed, 5 effect, brothers in arms, shell-proof, and a steel wall as well out of that battle. So he did very nicely indeed. If we look at the base XP, we can see that it's actually Gatehausen who did the best with 972, and Captain Pugwash got 831. Captain Pugwash fired 48 rounds, got 27 direct hits and 24 penetrations, 1,256 hit points of damage, of which 681 were at more than 300 meters. He received 24 hits from the enemy, only 6 of which actually penetrated, 18 did not, they bounced off, and 406 hit points of damage blocked by armor. He spotted 1 enemy vehicle, damaged 13 of the enemy, killed 3, and did 42 hit points of damage assistance. He also managed to get 100 cap points, capping out. On a premium count, he earned 17,934 credits and earned 7,371 from personal missions payout, and after repair and ammunition resupply, took away 10,528 credits profit. He received 831 XP, times 5 for the first victory, 187 for playing in the platoon, took away 6,422 experience points altogether. He calls this one Waltzing Matildas, the not so fast but furious. Well, yes, it's a very slow tank, and that's one of the most important things about remembering that it is a slow tank. And if you forget about the fact that you do have to cap, you go chasing after the enemy, and of course you just haven't got the speed to find them and hunt them down, so the best thing to do is just go and cap and let the enemy come to you. But it worked out okay in this one because Captain Pugwash managed to get to the cap in time, and it's a pity that Gatehausen couldn't find that last kill, because it would have been nice to get the extra XP from killing all of the enemy tanks, but it just wasn't to be on this occasion. So if you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like and do subscribe to our channel, and thank you for watching.